The traditional strip surgery takes a small, thin piece of tissue out of the back of your head. The back of your head is a joint, so you have a lot of redundant tissue, a lot of extras there, kind of like your knee or your elbow. So you don't lose that tissue, you just transplant it. You move it to another location. The alternative is the follicular unit extraction surgery, where you have to shave the head and you take out the hairs one at a time. If the hair were very long, you wouldn't be able to do the surgery because you would have to thread the hair onto this tiny little tube that we use to extract the hair. Typically, a traditional strip surgery will result in more grafts, anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 grafts on a typical first-time head without breaking a sweat. For a follicular unit extraction surgery, the numbers run more in the 1,500 range, plus or minus, 500 grafts. So between 1,500 and 2,000 grafts for usual surgery. The recovery is slightly different. For the recovery on a traditional surgery, you would have stitches at the back of your head. Usually these are completely invisible, unnoticed, because the hair above covers it. But for the follicular unit extraction surgery, you'd have to shave your head. And so that area is visible, and you have all these little pink dots all over the back of your head. And that usually takes about 3 days to heal. But because your hair is so short, you have to wait till the hair grows out a little bit, and usually that takes 7 to 10 days. The stitches are taken out at 7 to 10 days as well, so that's about the time frame for both of them. The healing where you put the hair, here at the top typically, is 3 days almost no matter what you do. Between 3 and 5 days if you're trying to account for some swelling maybe, or maybe some pink tinge to the scalp. But it really depends on what the patient's goals are. If the patient's goal is to never have visible scarring at the back of their head, the follicular unit extraction surgery is really the way to go. If you're looking for maximizing the number of grafts and covering as much area as you possibly can at a single time, you might consider the traditional strip surgery as really your best bet.